Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. Coming at you from the still not mowed hayfield. As you can see, we've got a storm starting to roll in. You might catch some thunder. It's still pretty distant, or I wouldn't be standing out here. We've had enough lightning strikes in New Jersey. But yes, the hay has been up so long now that there is a path that the deer have carved into it to cross. I was just going to do my usual stand on the edge, and then I noticed that there's this perfect trail for me to follow. And yeah, it's the deer. They have carved a path through my hayfield because it's been up too long. They've actually been sleeping here. I don't know if you can tell. It's hard to give it perspective, but you can see that they've bedded down here on top of the hay. Actually, can you see all those different little lay down spots, kind of where it's greener? That's all deer beds. This is still apparently the game trail. So yeah, I'm just walking across the hay field, and I don't feel guilty because the deer have created a place for me to do it. When I'm standing pretty much smack dab in the middle of it, yes, there are some wildflowers and things in the middle of the hay field, and that'll all get mowed up with it. It's edible, it's just not necessarily as nutritious. But I am standing smack dab in the middle of my hay field, pretty much dead on in the middle, pretty close anyway. And the deer trail leads me straight across. Uh-oh, fork in the road. Apparently they couldn't decide. We'll follow this direction. It is not the path less taken. I'm taking the path most taken just so I don't destroy my hay. Oh, those are pretty. Horsefly, sorry. I really didn't mean to shake you up like that, but a horsefly landed on me. Blecha. But yeah, those are beautiful. I don't know what those are. Somebody will tell me, I hope. Leave it in the comments! All right, and here's an area we don't usually come see because it's sort of, it's not the meadow, it's more just a wild thicket. It's been wild forever, long before we came here. It's got some growth. It's not really my property, technically, although we're keeping an eye on it. If it ever does go up on the market, we'll try and snap it up. It's really just, it's not woodlands, it's really thicket. And it's heavy brush, so I don't come over here very often just because I'm going to pick up a bunch of ticks or other fun-filled things. But there are these pretty purple flowers everywhere. I hate that I miss those. They're kind of fading out, but there's a few still around. I'll use my plant ID, but some of you smart brains out there, tell me what I got. I'm not going to go much further. Thunder's starting to get a little bit closer, so I'm keeping an ear out for that. Yeah, here's a good view. Like I said, this is not really mine, so I don't venture onto the property, of course. And we also don't maintain it, but that's okay because that's part of the beauty of being where I am, is we have this unmaintained land in areas where we do maintain it. We maintain it in the same vein of trying to keep it natural and wild and good for our fellow creatures. Right now, all I see is a whole lot of bugs. There were a couple birds I stirred up, but I think everybody's pretty much down for the count in terms of waiting on the storm. I'm definitely stirring up some grasshoppers as I move through. And if you watched my little toady rescue, you'll know that I keep my eye out as I'm walking through any of these areas for any creature that may need a little bit of a encouragement to go somewhere safer for it. So now what I'm doing is I'm trying to find the same pathway back through the hayfield so that I don't create a secondary pathway when there's already one in existence. Comically enough, I've sort of lost it. I know I'm close to it because I've got plenty of deer bedding. Lots of spots where you can tell the deer have laid down. You can hear me crunching through it. It definitely needs to be cut. Everybody's frustrated with it, but with yet another storm coming in, it's going to be yet more time before it gets cut. And that means there's going to be yet more oddball vegetation in it, which for me is fine. Having the different grasses in it, like I said, maybe not as nutritional as straight up hay, but the goats will eat it. The donkeys will pick around it. It's not good for horse hay though, and that'll cost the farmer some cash because horse hay is premium. Goat hay is not. I'm pausing for a second because I just found myself a little teeny tiny butterfly who decided to come in for a rest. He's really tiny. Watch as I zoom out. Can hardly see him now. I love it though. And that's what I'm paying attention to. So when I have these long pauses as I'm trying to talk to you, it's because something has caught my eye or I heard something and I'm trying to find it to show it to you because for some reason I think you're interested in everything I'm interested in. And darn it, why aren't you? So yes, as I bushwhack my way through what is now basically a weed field. This is the edge of the hay field. There wasn't a whole lot to see yet again, but I promised I'd keep you updated, and so I'm keeping you updated. That's what we've got. That's all there is. So do me a favor, if you've hung in this long, you must like me enough to want to see some additional content. Hit that like button, leave a comment down below. All the engagement on YouTube helps push that out, and it really helps get some visibility on these animals and on the farm. And hit the subscribe button if you're really feeling froggy. Doesn't cost you anything, and that helps a whole lot too. Thanks so much for being here. Be kind to yourselves. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Be kind, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.